that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Set. Green, 39. Green.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, he'll drop to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Set. Blue 90.
Now Bell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. They'll go with a keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One it up!
They'll try to throw now. Mariota being chased out left. Now he'll let this one go deep. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Here we go now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Blue 90. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got his man. It's caught for a steal. 49 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota going deep for Hopkins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. About every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And on the ground they go with a running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the time. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First carry for James Conner. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Green, 39.
Back to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. Understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point put through by Succop. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. try the ground game here with the running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Blue 18. 1, 1, 1. 3, 3, 3. 1, 1, 1.
Now Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. Fights off the defender. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running in.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he is all
juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Eluding the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Easy, easy, easy. One.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Mariota. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey. You got 4.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's James. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Leopard.
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And James has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mariota here to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now here's Suckup. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the...
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They go to a knee here, and with that...